I want to know what's going on here right now. Who are you and why are you suddenly sending me an angry text demanding an explanation for something? Oh, wait a second. Is this Noble, Wayne's younger sister? Yeah, and who do you think you are? Well, I think I'm Sophie, the woman who's engaged with your brother Wayne. That's not what I meant. How can you be so dense? I'm asking you, who do you think you are marrying my brother? You're way too ugly for him. Ugly? Yeah, that's what I said. You're ugly. When I heard he was engaged, I didn't hear a name, so I figured he got engaged to Amy like he was supposed to. But then I saw the pictures from when you came by my house, and I was horrified. Like, what is a woman this ugly doing holding hands with my brother? I can't believe this is happening. I'll bet his sense of beauty must have gone haywire from spending so much time around hotties like me and Amy. Our gorgeous feminine forms fried his beauty circuits. That's the only way he would marry an ugly fatty. Poor Wayne. He was cursed with having the cutest sister in the world. I hate to interrupt your narcissistic ramblings, but did you just call me ugly? A bunch of times? That's pretty impolite to say at least. And who is this Amy person you keep bringing up? Is she a friend of yours? All you need to know is that she is the best girl and the only girl for Wayne. Break up with him right now. He is marrying Amy, and that is final. I will not take no for an answer. And if I say no, you can't. You are breaking up with him and never seeing him again. Can I at least ask why? Because I'm terrified that he's going to catch whatever disease you have that made you this ugly. My, oh my, what an interesting person you are. I have a disease that made me ugly? That's original, but somewhat uninspired. Anyway, I don't care if you're his sister, his mom, his neighbor, or anyone else. Don't interfere in our relationship ever again. I'm not trying to interfere. I'm telling you that it's over. Right. Well, I can see that nothing good will come out of talking to you. I'll just have to take this matter up with Wayne. He's better equipped to handle you than I am. Oh my God, Sophie! Are you really gonna run crying to my brother for help? How pathetic. Seriously, everything about you disgusts me. I know that you're just after Wayne for his dashing good looks and money. And I'm gonna make him see you for what you really are. Did you just say your brother has dashing good looks? That's pretty weird, not gonna lie. In any case, I'm done talking to you for now. Hey, Wayne, I just had an unexpected conversation with your sister. Did you give her my phone number?
Huh? Nah, I know better than to do that. Uh-oh. I think it actually might have been my mom who did it. I'm sorry, I should have told Mom to keep your phone number a secret. I guess she just texted you about something stupid then?
Yeah, you can say that again. She called me ugly. Many, many times.
What?
Her words were, quote, I saw the pictures from when you came by my house and I was horrified. Like, what is a woman this ugly doing holding hands with my brother? I'm terrified that he's gonna catch whatever disease you have that made you this ugly. And so on.
I don't believe this! This is too much even for her. She can't talk to my fiancé like that.
I remember that back when we first talked about introducing me to your parents, you seemed kind of reluctant to actually take me to your parents' house. You said something about your sister being a bit of a problem. I didn't know what you meant then, but good grief, I sure know now.
I was hoping to keep her from you for as long as possible. My parents spoiled her rotten ever since she was born. They always made me do everything for her. I even wrote a bunch of her essays for her in high school, but Noble apparently thought I was doing all that stuff willingly, and thanks to that misconception, she basically idolizes me now. It really, really sucks.
I'll bet. I only had one text exchange with her, and I was ready to start slamming my head into a wall. I can't imagine what it must have been like growing up with her. She talked like she thinks she gets to pick your wife for you. Do you know someone named Amy?
Amy? I had a classmate named Amy in high school. She works at a nearby restaurant now, but her and my sister used to be really close back in school. She practically treated Noble like she was her own little sister.
Let's get this question out of the way, shall we? Is she your ex-girlfriend?
No way! I swear, Sophie, she was just a classmate, nothing more.
Okay, I believe you.
Actually, you know what? I just remembered Noble started working with her at that restaurant recently. I wonder if the two of them are in on this together.
Well, according to Noble, Amy is the only woman who's good enough to be your wife.
Oh, for the love of... She's got to stop doing this to me. I am so sorry you had to deal with her, Sophie. When she started working at that restaurant, I thought it was a turning point in her life. Like she had never held a job before. I figured getting out into the real world would knock some sense into her, but she's only gotten worse and worse. She's causing me nothing but trouble.
Wait, you said this was her first job? Isn't she 24?
Yeah, and she hasn't worked a day in her life until recently. I've been trying to get my parents to push her to get a job for years now, but they say they want to give her time to find her own path in life.
Well, for better or for worse, it seems like she's found it.
Yeah, harassing my fiancé. To be brutally honest, I was strongly considering not even inviting my family to our wedding.
Well, we already sent out our invitation, so I guess you could always use it as an opportunity to leave them behind. We can move out of the city after we get married. Or out of the state.
Or out of the country. But yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm in. For now, though, you could just block her number. I'll talk to her for you.
I would really appreciate that, Wayne. Noble! What the hell is wrong with you? What's the matter, Sophie? Weren't you glad to see me? No, I was not glad to see you. I didn't invite you. Quite the contrary, actually. When Wayne told you to stay away from me, you acted like he was the one who was out of line. An argument ensued, and Wayne ended up telling you that you were not allowed to come. Is that right? We specifically told the venue staff that you were not allowed in the building. So, how did you even get in here? And more importantly, why did you throw a bucket of paint on me? Geez, calm down, you drama queen. I just wanted to see you with my own eyes so I could judge whether you were really worthy of marrying my brother or not. And I'm afraid to say that the results of my inspection were less than favorable for you. It's worse than I thought. With a face that ugly and a butt that fat, you don't even deserve to clean the floors that Wayne walks on. And how exactly does that lead to you throwing paint on me? Oh, that? I just felt so sorry for that poor dress of yours. It looks so sad having to touch your ugly, obese body, so I thought I'd cheer it up. What better way to cure your dress blues than to add a little red? Oh, aren't you clever? I know, right? In any case, no girl as ugly as you are is ever going to marry my brother. As his sister, it is my divine right and duty to keep you away from him. The only woman for Wayne is Amy. Come on, you're still going on about that. Okay, fine. Have it your way. The wedding is canceled. Yes! I did it! Amy's gonna be so happy. And you can pay the venue cancellation fee, the cleaning bill for the dress, and all the other expenses we'll incur because of you. Huh? Are you kidding? I'm not paying that. Are you stupid or something? You won't pay? Okay, then we'll just have to call the police then. Let's see what I can get you charged with. There's assault for dumping the paint on me, trespassing for entering the room I reserved privately without permission. I'll have to talk to a lawyer. I'm sure there are other things I can get you arrested for. Wait, cops? Charges? Lawyers? What are you talking about? Do I need to explain it? I didn't invite you, but you came anyway. Not only that, you threw paint on me! What part of that don't you understand? I never touched you, though. Throwing paint on someone is an assault. I am aware that you are very, very dumb and ignorant of the law. But, as they say, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So, what do you say, Noble? Would you like me to call the police? If the police come looking for you, what will your parents think? Won't they be so disappointed that their precious daughter is a criminal? But this is all your fault. I told you not to marry my brother, didn't I? Yet you're still here today intending to have a wedding. I had every right to stop this wedding from happening. I did not ask for, nor do I need your permission to marry Wayne. By the way, I already called the police. And I know you locked yourself in the bathroom to try and hide. What? The venue staff saw you dart straight into the bathroom down the hall as soon as you dumped that paint on me. Did you really think you could hide forever? Anyway, there's a staff member positioned directly outside the bathroom, so you're not getting out of there. Oh, and don't think about escaping through the window either. The venue security is surrounding the building as we speak. Oh no, you're right. I can see a shadow outside the window. I tried to run straight out the way I came in, but there was someone in the way. I thought I could hide in here until the coast was clear. That was exceptionally bad planning on your part. Although I am somewhat impressed that you were able to sneak in with a bucket of paint. But it's over, so hurry up and get out of there. We're going to have a good, long talk about your actions today. No way. You're just going to make me out to be the bad guy. You are the bad guy! There, you see, I was right. This isn't fair. You set me up, didn't you? You left that door unlocked on purpose to try and catch me. Well, I'm not letting you get away with it. Oh yeah? What are you going to do about it? I'm going to tell my brother you were mean to me. I'm the cutest girl he knows. He'll take my side for sure. I can't believe you're saying that unironically. I'm genuinely at a loss for words. Wayne, listen to me. Don't listen to anything Sophie says. I did it for you.
Are you actually claiming that you ruined my wedding for me? This is a whole new level of psychotic for you, Noble. You threw a bucket of paint on my fiancé the day of our wedding. I will never forgive you for this.
Wait, you're mad at me? But why? She's ugly? You don't want to marry her, do you? If you were seen standing at the altar with a grotesque, freakish, subhuman creature like her, you'll be humiliated. I had to put a stop to it. I had to protect you. And I did. I thought you'd be proud of me.
I never asked you to protect me. I told you not to come.
This doesn't make sense. You shouldn't be mad at me. Sophie must be blackmailing you. Or brainwashing you. There's no other explanation. It's obvious that Amy is the best woman out there for you.
Are you joking? Why would I marry her? She's your friend. I'm just an acquaintance. I don't like her. I have zero interest in her.
But Amy said she likes you. She told you so, right?
Yeah, and I turned her down, but she still kept hanging around me. This wasn't just a one-time thing either. She tried to get me to ask her out a bunch of times. Once even Mom and Dad were trying to get me to date her. I knew it had gone too far. I had to set her straight, hurt feelings be damned. Our parents, too. I made it clear to them that the woman I marry will be my choice and mine alone. If they kept trying to interfere in my love life, I would disown them. I knew that they wouldn't risk losing their relationship with me no matter how many times you kept pestering them.
Me?
Yes, you. I know that you were the one telling them to push me into dating Amy. They finally shut their big fat mouths and approved of my relationship with Sophie, though. The only person who hasn't given up is you.
But I love Amy. She's awesome. She got me hired into her restaurant in exchange for helping her have a shot with you. My only job is to fill the water pitchers up. I get paid minimum wage for that. Can you believe it? I don't have to work with customers at all. That should show you how much she loves me. And if she loves your little sister so much, imagine how much she loves you.
She doesn't love you. She's only using you as a tool to try and get with me. That's the only reason she's nice to you. It's really, really weird that you can't see that.
That's not true. She says I'm like a little sister to her. And she wants me to become her real little sister. Amy becoming my actual sister-in-law would be the best thing that's ever happened to me. That's why I'm working so hard to make it happen.
I don't believe it. Amy still hasn't given up even after all these years. What a pain. Look, you go and give Amy a message for me. I only have eyes for Sophie. I was never even interested in romance at all until I met her. I don't like Amy. I have no feelings for her. I have no interest in her. And I never will.
But why? She's beautiful. She's got everything you could want in a wife.
She once made me some homemade chocolate for Valentine's Day.
See? Isn't she sweet?
She put her hair in it. Deliberately.
She put her hair in it?
Yes! She's a psycho! Fortunately, I saw it before I ate it, but just the thought of her doing that is enough to make it hard to sleep at night. You keep talking about how beautiful she is, but looks don't mean a thing to me. If you ask me, both you and her have some of the ugliest personalities I've ever seen.
What? Did you just call me ugly? That's so mean. Just because you're mad doesn't mean it's okay to say such hurtful things to me.
I'll say it again and again and again. Your heart is ugly as sin. I hate you.
Wayne, please.
You are going to take responsibility for what you did today. You owe us $50,000 for canceling the wedding, as well as the expenses for Sophie's dress, the catering, and everything else.
You know I can't pay that much. I only have a part-time job.
That isn't my problem. You're an adult, so you're old enough for me to hold you accountable. I will never forgive you for what you did and said to Sophie. Not even if you got down on your knees and begged me for forgiveness.
Wayne, why do you like Sophie so much? What's so great about her that you're willing to turn against your own sister for her?
It's simple. She's the most beautiful, kindest, sweetest woman in the world, and I love her. Did you think I would be okay with you insulting the woman I love? I'm through with you. You're not my sister anymore.
Wayne, no. Sophie, what are you trying to do to me? What the? I could have sworn that I blocked you. Well, I'll just have to fix that. You didn't actually cancel the wedding? I had to go to my parents and beg them for money. I thought for sure I would need to borrow it from them. I even messaged a bunch of my friends to ask them if they could lend me money. Really? That's hilarious. No, it's not. Yeah, we ended up not canceling the wedding after all. There was a shower in the venue, and I used that to wash the paint off my face and hair. The venue also had some rental dresses available, which they were kind enough to let me use. I had to redo my makeup and barely made it on time, but here, all's well that ends well. I don't believe it. You lied to me. I know, and you bought it! And I don't regret anything. Your parents swooped down, picked you up, and went home. We got to hold the ceremony without you three sleazeballs mucking things up any more than you already did. It was such a lovely ceremony thanks to that. And you didn't call the cops on me either? I mean, if I called the cops, then we'd have to cancel the wedding for sure. Your brother and the venue security staff are all a bunch of really tough guys, so I figured they could handle you in the worst case scenario. Wayne seemed a little bit frustrated for the rest of the day, though, which was unfortunate. And whose fault was that, Noble? You! You tricked me! When I asked my friends for money, I had to explain the whole situation to them. I actually thought I was going to be arrested back then. Now everyone in the neighborhood knows exactly what happened at your wedding. I'll forever be remembered as the girl who threw paint on her brother's fiancé at their wedding. Well, it is true. Even Amy knows. And now she hates me. She said thanks to me messing up the plan, she'll never have a chance to be Wayne's girlfriend. But I was only doing what she told me to do. Amy told you to do that? Yeah. She said that if I could stop the wedding, then she'd still have a chance with Wayne. Ah, now I see what was going on. This was all Amy's plan. She was the one calling the shots. And you were just a pawn. Yeah, so it's not my fault. Can you tell that to Wayne for me? He blocked my phone number. Fixing your relationship with your brother isn't my responsibility. And it doesn't even matter who was calling the shots. It doesn't? But it's like you said, I was pawned. You were a pawn. If you were pawned, that would mean she gave you to a pawn shop as collateral on a... Oh, forget it. You wouldn't understand. What matters is that you threw paint on me and tried to ruin my wedding. Do you think everything would be all hunky-dory if your plan didn't succeed? Yeah, kinda. Well, you're wrong. I filed a police report against you, and I'm pressing charges. What? You can't do that to me. Do I need to explain this again? You broke the law. You threw paint on me. That fits the legal definition of assault. And you tried to ruin our wedding. You are in a lot of trouble, Noble, and you're going to pay. So that's what this is all about. You want me to pay you. You just want my money. No, I want you to be held responsible for your actions for once in your life. The fact that you'll pay me money is secondary to that. But if I have a criminal record, how am I going to find a decent paying job? I'm 24 and I only work part-time. Don't you care about what happens to my life from here on out? No, not at all, actually. This is all your own doing. But I was doing it for my brother's sake. You're not fooling anyone, Noble. You didn't do it for him. You were just jealous of me. You have this bizarre admiration for your brother, and you felt like I was stealing him away from you. That's not true. I just wanted him to be together with Amy. If he got married to Amy, then I could move in with them. It would have been like a dream come true, living together with my best friend and my big brother. You wanted to live with your brother and his wife? And what's wrong with that? It would have been awesome. Think about it. 3 of the most attractive people in the world, all under one roof. We could have had a reality TV show made about us. Everyone who watched would have been so super jealous of me. You wanted to be on TV? Don't you see that you're proving my point here? All you wanted was fame, fortune, and a lifetime of being spoiled by your brother. You were never thinking about Wayne or his feelings at any point. That's not true. I love Wayne. I'm his sister. So what if you're his sister? Just having a biological relationship doesn't mean anything. You're nothing but a slacker, a loser. You have done nothing your entire life but rely on your family for support and cause a world of psychological damage for Wayne. Do you think everyone would be okay with your behavior, no matter how horrible, because you're pretty? Do you think that you would get away with doing whatever you wanted? But beautiful people don't have to play by the same rules as everyone else. Rules are for ugly people. Well then, I've got some bad news for you. Your heart is one of the ugliest, monstrous, twisted, psychotic things on the face of the earth. You're beyond saving at this point. The only way you'll ever change is to get a healthy dose of consequences. Sophie, wait. You've got to help me. Amy hates me, my brother hates me, my mom and dad both hate me. I'm all alone in the world now. How many times am I going to have to explain this to you? I don't care. It's all your fault. You did this to yourself. From now on, whenever you want to talk to me, you can talk to my lawyer. It's time for you to wake up, Noble. Good morning. Sit up. Stretch a bit, go to the mirror, and take a good long look at the creature that you've become.
Okay, that's a wrap. I just got out of the settlement meeting.
Thanks so much for taking care of that for me.
Hey, it's the least I can do. I didn't want to give them any more of an opportunity to cause trouble for you. I'm sorry for everything you had to deal with. I should have cut them out of my life before things got this bad.
You don't need to feel bad, Wayne. Family is a special sort of bond. It's not easy to cut those ties.
I know, right?
So, did you guys come to an agreement? Are we pressing charges or no? I'm fine with either way.
So, the agreement we reached was that in exchange for dropping the charges, we would get $60,000 in damages. That includes the wedding, dress, and all the other expenses we had to pay that day. Also, I added one condition. Noble would be responsible for paying the entire amount, and our parents were not allowed to put any of their own money toward the settlement. They all agreed. We even signed a legally binding contract.
Wow, look at you taking care of business.
I had to get serious with them. It's the only way they would get the point. By the way, thanks for taking care of Amy. I owe you for that. I knew she wouldn't listen if it were just me. But man, was it great to see her reaction to you laying into her like that. You really put the fear of God in her.
I don't think you'll be having any more problems with her.
After the talking to you gave her, I'd be surprised if she didn't leave town.
I'm actually surprised, Wayne. I doubt most guys would enjoy seeing their wife act so tough and scary as I did with her.
Are you kidding me, Sophie? I married you precisely because of what a strong woman you are.
It turns out Amy had a major crush on Wayne back when they were in high school. But Amy never got the courage to talk to Wayne directly, so she used Noble as a go-between. She sweet-talked Noble with all these promises of having a good relationship with her. It's almost like how you brainwash someone into a cult. But no matter how many times she had Noble ask Wayne out for her, the answer was always no. When I walked into her restaurant and shoved our marriage certificate in her face, I think that finally convinced her that she had lost. She was so humiliated by how I confronted her that she quit her job at the restaurant a short time later. As a result, Noble got fired. Apparently, Noble only got hired there because Amy vouched for her. Once Amy was gone, however, the supervisor realized just how terrible Noble was at just about everything. Since she now had monthly payments to make us, she needed to find new employment quickly, which was made more difficult by her criminal record. The only place willing to hire her was a company that, well, let's just say it's not a very friendly workplace environment. She's now dealing with supervisors and colleagues alike reaming her out on a daily basis. As for me and Wayne, we moved to the complete opposite side of the country, and we are loving our life free of Wayne's toxic family. Hey there, Molly. Can I talk to you for a second? Sure, what can I do for you, Christie? So me and my boyfriend are getting married soon. You heard, right? I sure did. I'm really happy for you. Thanks, Molly. I wanted to let you know that we decided on the date for our wedding. Oh, really? Cool. That's exciting. When's it going to be? It's going to be on the second Saturday in June. Oh. So that date's set in stone? Yep, we already made our reservations for the wedding venue, caterer, everything. Why do you ask? Well, there's something else going on that day. Yeah, I know. It's that memorial thing for your daughter, right? What a crazy coincidence! If you knew the memorial service was going to be on that day, that means it wasn't a coincidence. It was intentional. You really couldn't have your wedding on a different day? Are you kidding? I've dreamt of being a June bride ever since I was a little girl. That's really, really important to me. And that's fine, but you do know there are 29 other days in June. Sorry, Molly, but me and my boyfriend both have really tight schedules. That was the only day that worked for the both of us. How do you have tight schedules? You don't have a job, and your boyfriend only works when he feels like it. And by that, I mean he barely ever works at all. It seems to me like you guys would have no trouble at all finding a free day between the two of you. Excuse me? What are you saying, Molly? Are you calling my husband some kind of lazy freeloader? Like you can talk? You don't work either. You sure lucked out, didn't you? Our family manages the largest hotel chain in the area, and the company has been in our family for generations. What exactly do you bring to the table in this family, Molly? Nothing. That's what. All you do is help yourself to what's already on the table. Christie, please. It wasn't my intention to insult you at all. It's just that I really wanted you to be there. Lisa wasn't with us for very long, but I still remember the way you would smile when you'd picked her up and held her. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but my wedding takes priority, so I'm not going. All right. That's really too bad, but I guess it is your wedding. Oh, and just so you know, the whole family is going to be at my wedding, so I doubt there's going to be anyone but you at the memorial. Wait a minute. What? Everyone is going to your wedding? Well, duh! Can you blame them? Who would want to spend their Saturday at what's basically going to be a second funeral for their already dead relative? Going to my super awesome wedding is the obvious choice. I really wanted you to come too, Molly, so it's too bad you're busy. What do you think? You want to bail on the memorial and come to my wedding instead? You know I would love nothing more to be able to celebrate your wedding with you. But this is the 1-year anniversary of my daughter's death. I put a lot of work into this memorial, and there's no way I can back out of it now. Bummer. But, oh well. Did I tell you my dad's paying for the whole thing? It's going to be insane! There's gonna be an awesome local band, incredible food, and you won't believe how gorgeous the venue is. You think your parents are going to go to your wedding too? Of course they will. What kind of question is that? Why would they waste their time and money on a failed investment like you? Failed investment? What's that supposed to mean? I really have to explain it? You married my brother, and he's our parents' firstborn child. That means you have to give them an heir to take over the family business. It's literally your one and only job, but what did you do? You had a baby, sure, but she died before she even turned a month old. What is wrong with you, Christie? How could you talk like that about Lisa? Lisa was my daughter. And your niece. Yeah, sure, but at the end of the day, she's still dead, right? That means it's up to me to give my parents an heir. Honestly, I think my dad would be way happier if I kept the family business going for him anyway. Poor Curtis. If only he hadn't married a woman with a defective womb, his life would be so much better.
Hey, Molly, do you have some time right now?
Sure, Curtis, what's up?
Cool, I had a question about work stuff. I hate to bother you on your day off, but this needs to get taken care of by the end of the day.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I have time.
Are you sure it's all right? You were looking kind of down last night and this morning. Is everything okay?
I'm fine, Curtis. Sorry to make you worry about me. I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Is it about Lisa's memorial? I'm sorry, Molly. It's only been a year since she died, but I've been keeping you so busy. Maybe I've been overworking you. I should have given you some time to recover.
No, really, it's okay, Curtis. Honestly, having plenty of work to do is a good thing. It keeps me from dwelling on the sadness of losing her. And besides, you've barely taken any time off this year either. You and I are probably in the same boat.
Yeah, I'll bet you're right. I can still remember the feeling of holding her in my arms.
Lisa fought so hard. But hey, she wouldn't want us to be sad forever.
You're right. The best thing we can do is appreciate the time we had with her and keep moving forward. And also appreciate each other. I definitely don't tell you enough how grateful the family is for all you do for us. Sometimes I feel like we're taking advantage of you.
That's not true at all. I'm grateful to your parents for the way they accepted me into their family and into their lives. I'm glad to do anything I can to repay the debt of gratitude I owe them.
Thank you so much, Molly. So yeah, about that work thing, do you think you could head down to the office within the next hour or so?
Yeah, that's no trouble at all. Hey, I actually had something I wanted to talk to you about too. It's about Christie's wedding.
Oh yeah, that's coming up sometime in June, I think. I saw the bill from the wedding planners on Dad's desk the other day. I couldn't believe how much money he's spending on it. It's gonna be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to go.
Oh, really? Why's that? I thought you were looking forward to it.
I was looking forward to it, but she planned her wedding on the same date as Lisa's memorial service.
No. You mean like on accident?
No. I just talked to her yesterday, and it was very intentional.
You have got to be kidding me! What is that girl thinking?
Honestly, I wish I knew. So how's it looking for the memorial, Molly? Get any RSVPs? Is anyone going to come? You said that everyone's going to be going to your wedding, didn't you? If you're right about that, then no, I doubt anyone's going to come. Oh, really? Isn't that a shame? You're gonna have that memorial all by yourself? How pathetic. Why don't you just cancel it? I told you, Christie, every second that I got to spend with my daughter was a precious gift. I'm not going to disrespect her memory by canceling the memorial now. Come on, seriously? I really wanted you to come to my wedding, though. If that's so, then maybe you should have scheduled your wedding on a different date. As if I would go out of my way to accommodate you. Anyway, have fun at your stupid memorial. Try not to cry too much about everyone ditching you and your dead daughter to have fun with me. Don't worry about me, Christie. I'll be fine. You're not fooling anyone, you know. I bet tears are welling up in your eyes right now. Oh, hey, this seems like a good time to tell you some more good news. Me and my boyfriend are going to inherit the family hotel. What are you talking about? Curtis is the one who your father wants to take the reins. He's working with your dad just about every day now, studying every aspect of the business. I know, and I'm super grateful for that. He'll make a wonderful subordinate once my boyfriend takes over. I don't think you should make any plans around that actually happening. Your family has managed this hotel chain for generations, ever since your great-great-grandfather built a small inn in the town over 100 years ago. Both your father and your brother treat it like a family heirloom, and they would go to any lengths to protect it. Given all that, do you really think your dad would be willing to let your boyfriend take control? I have to say I'm doubtful. And why do you say that, huh? Because your boyfriend can't hold down any job. He can't even keep a job sweeping floors. What makes you think he'll be capable of managing an entire chain of hotels? The business would go under in a month. What are you talking about? It's not like the boss does anything important anyway. All we need to do is tell all the underlings to keep doing what they've been doing and watch as the money piles up in our bank account. Good grief, is that what you really think? Let me tell you, it is not that easy. Not even close. Oh, would you just shut up? The hotel is mine. I'm gonna be the big boss and do absolutely nothing while making tons of money. You will never succeed in anything with an attitude like that. Managing a hotel chain the size of your family's is a massive undertaking. Every single member of upper management has to put in 110% effort all the time. Why am I sitting here getting lectured by you?
I don't have to take this. I'm the heiress to my family's massive estate. And if you keep annoying me like you're doing now, then I'll have both you and my brother kicked out of the family.
Do you have any idea how hard Curtis is working to benefit your family?
Don't know, don't care. He's only working hard now to impress my dad. Once Dad's dead and Curtis gets the company, he'll be just as lazy as I plan to be.
Curtis is nothing like you.
Stop talking like you know more about my own family than me. That's it. I'm gonna go talk to my dad about the hotel. He's always given me everything I wanted. There's no reason to believe that's gonna stop now. All I have to do is put on the waterworks and he'll hand the company over to me in no time.
That is never going to happen.
Okay, so my wedding is right around the corner, so I want to make one thing clear beforehand.
Oh yeah? What is it?
You are going to divorce my brother and never contact any of my family members again.
You think so, huh?
I don't think so. I'm telling you what is going to happen.
And why do you want me out of the picture, Christie? Is this a part of your plan to take over the family hotel?
No, this has nothing to do with that. Whether you're around or not, there's no way Curtis is going to get the hotel. Why would my dad leave his company in the hands of a woman who can't even give him an heir to keep the family business going?
Uh-huh. So what's your angle then? Why do you want me gone?
Because you piss me off, that's why. You're like a swarm of cockroaches infesting my family. And it's time I call in the exterminator. That's my job as the woman who will soon rightfully take her place as family matriarch.
You really think that's going to happen? Whatever. Go ahead and carry through on your threat to coerce your dad into handing the company over to you. I'm not concerned about what happens to the hotel. However, Curtis is my husband. I love him, and nothing is ever going to change that. So there is absolutely no chance that I'll divorce him.
You shouldn't underestimate my influence in this family, Molly. All I would need is 10 minutes with Dad to get him to push Curtis into divorcing you. Curtis might not listen to me, but he will definitely obey the order if Dad makes it. If Curtis came to you demanding a divorce, you'd go down without a fight, wouldn't you?
If Curtis came to me wanting a divorce, then yeah. As shocking and heartbreaking as it would be, I wouldn't have much of a choice. But again, that is never going to happen, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh, but you should be very worried about it because it's only a matter of time. You're going to lose your husband just 1 year after losing your baby daughter. Sucks to be you. God, I don't think I'd want to go on living if I were in your position.
Is this all you wanted to tell me, Christie? If you're done, then I'm putting down my phone. I have a lot of work to do.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know what's going on with you. Do you mind, Christie? I'm kind of busy getting ready for Lisa's memorial.
I don't care. You owe me an explanation. Why isn't anyone coming to my wedding?
Oh, is that all? That's easy. They're all coming to Lisa's memorial instead.
You have got to be kidding me. They're skipping out on my awesome wedding to go to your lame memorial? Why?
I talked to your dad and explained to him how you had planned your wedding on the same date as Lisa's memorial. I asked him which one he was planning to go to, and he said if they're both on the same day, then of course I'll go to Lisa's memorial. Then he talked to the rest of your relatives, and they all said the same thing.
You're not answering my question. Tell me why this is happening. Your dad never approved of you marrying your boyfriend. He's lazy, impolite, and undependable. Your dad neither trusts him or likes him. The only reason he relented and gave you his blessing was because you kept pestering him over and over and over, day after day after day. He got so annoyed with it all that he just threw up his hands and said, "Do as you wish." But even that wasn't enough for you, was it? No. You then had to push him to pay for the biggest, most elaborate wedding you could possibly imagine. I'd say that was what pushed your dad over his limit. But I don't get it. He still paid for it, right? That must mean that he still loves me more than Curtis. He didn't give you guys anything towards your wedding. He offered, but we turned him down. And yes, he did pay for your wedding, but it's not like he was enthusiastic about it. Actually, as far as he's concerned, he paid for your wedding specifically to provide himself with a good reason for not going. This cannot be happening. You mean that no one from my family is gonna come today? My side of the aisle in the chapel is just gonna be empty? That's gonna be the most humiliating thing that's ever happened to me. It's gonna suck, yeah, but you can't complain. After all, it's entirely your fault. You did this to yourself. This isn't over yet. I'm gonna send out a group text to everyone. I'll send them pictures of the venue, the food, everything. Once they see how sweet it's gonna be, they'll all ditch you and your stupid memorial and come hang out with me. This isn't going to work. You don't know that. I do, actually. Your father told them about the terrible way you've been speaking to me. You know how you mocked the fact that my 1-month-old daughter died? She was your father's granddaughter, you know. He was very unhappy when he heard about that. I doubt that there's anything you can tell him or anyone else that will get them to change their minds. Oh, come on. I didn't say anything that bad to you. All I was doing was protecting the family from someone who was trying to destroy it. No one else sees it that way. They all just see you as a cruel freak who mocked a woman because her baby died. Well, there's still Curtis. I can get through to him. Honestly, if your father is this upset at your behavior, what makes you think that Curtis is going to be any more favorable to you? Because he's my brother. He's always had my back, and he's going to take my side against you too. You think so? I know so. All I need to do is tell him you lied to him. When it's your word versus mine, who do you think he's going to believe? The sister who's been with him his whole life? Or the woman who can't even make a baby that lasts a month? He's going to believe me for sure. In fact, I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to tell him to divorce you, so start packing your bags. Good luck, Christie. You're going to need it. Shut up! Curtis, are you there? Look, I know that you probably heard a crazy story about me from Molly, but it's all lies.
Lies? Exactly what was she lying about? She told me about the sort of things you've been saying to her, Christie. I had a hard time believing it was true at first.
But it's not true. I know what she's really after. She's just trying to trick you into hating me so that she can take over the company. I figured out her plan and knew that I had to stop her.
You're saying that Molly is trying to take control of the company from me? That's an interesting theory. Care to elaborate?
Gladly. She's gradually eliminating her rivals one by one. She's starting with me and my boyfriend since we're the easiest targets. But one of these days, she's going to set her sights on you. Then she'll be the only one left to take control of the company and rake in all that easy money.
I see. Well, let me assure you that Molly is definitely not doing whatever you think she's doing.
What makes you say that? Are you saying you don't believe me? Your own sister?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I believe my wife, not you. Molly's been working her butt off for as long as we've been married to support the company. Meanwhile, what have you contributed to the business, Christie? Absolutely nothing. You've never even done so much as making the beds.
She's working for the company. What does she do?
Everything, really, but her most recent and largest contribution is our focus on recruiting international travelers. She talked to my dad about how there's been an uptick in international travel lately and that we should capitalize on that. So she personally studied multiple different foreign languages to make our chain's website multilingual. Then once we started getting foreign guests, she started working in hotels as their personal attendants. After a while, she started training our employees in foreign languages to make our hotels more inclusive than any other chain in the region. She doesn't do much on-site work anymore, but her contributions to our sales have been incredible. And, more to your point, Dad actually offered once to make us joint owners of the company when he retired, but Molly turned him down.
You're kidding! Why would she do that?
Because she respects the fact that this has always been a family business. It's come this far with a family member at the helm, and she wants it to keep going that way. So, I'll be the owner and manager, and she'll be working to support me in that role. Long story short, I know for a fact that you're lying about her.
But no, this isn't how it was supposed to go. You were supposed to believe me. Why won't you believe me?
Honestly, whether I believe you or not is beside the point. You deliberately scheduled your wedding on the day we were holding a memorial for our daughter. Do you really not understand how psychopathic that is? I would never come to your wedding because just seeing your face would make me want to puke.
Curtis, no. Please, you have to listen to me.
I do not have to listen to you. In fact, I'm never going to speak to you again.
This is all your fault. My brother won't talk to me anymore because of you. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He was pretty mad. And let's get one thing straight. It's not because of me. He's mad because you lied to him and mocked his daughter's death. That shouldn't matter, though. I'm his sister. Are you sure you have time to be focusing on this? Your wedding is starting soon. Focus on that. You're right. There's nothing I can do about Curtis. He's your husband, after all. But I can still get my dad to take my side. Speaking of whom, your dad thought you might say something like that, so he gave me a message for you. Don't bother trying to talk to me. I have nothing to say to you. I am not coming to your wedding. You are never to set foot inside my house again. That's all. What? That's all? I don't understand. What is he saying? It was pretty plain English, if you ask me. He's saying he's disowning you and cutting off all his support for your lifestyle. No way! This can't be happening. You must have threatened him into doing this. Are you blackmailing him? You know that's not what's going on here. He just got tired of your constant selfishness and ever-escalating demands. This isn't part of the message, but when we were talking earlier, he told me that he was actually glad things happened this way. He never thought he'd have such a perfect excuse to get you out of his hair. Paying for your wedding was basically his parting gift to you. Don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, enjoy your wedding. How dare he do this to me? I'm his daughter! And he's already done more for you than you deserve. Stop talking like you know my family. You don't know anything! Tell me, Christie, when was the last time you talked to your father without demanding something from him? That's easy. It was... let me think. That's a pretty good indication of how long it's been. I, however, have been working with him almost every day, so I think it's fair to say I know a good deal more about what he's thinking and feeling lately than you. You've hurt him dearly, Christie. I saw exactly how stressed he would get every time you would storm into his office and make another demand. It was awful to see him that way, and quite frankly, I'm glad he was finally able to get rid of you. Whatever. Anything else I say to you at this point will only make things worse. Well, I'm glad you're finally waking up to that reality. Don't get cocky, Molly. You might have come out on top this time, but I know that my dad's gonna wake up eventually. To what, may I ask? To the fact that if he leaves the company to you, then family ownership of the company will end. You can't give him an heir. I can, however. And once he starts losing sleep over the fact that the business is going to leave family hands, he's going to have no choice but to give it to my kids. Oh, you already have plans to have children, do you? Well, no, not yet, but I have a way better chance of having kids than an old woman like you. Don't worry, though. When the day comes that my husband takes over the business, I'll give you a job cleaning the toilets. Unfortunately for you, that day is never going to come. Oh yeah? And what makes you say that? I'm pregnant right now. You are? Yep. I'm already 4 months along. And none of my pants fit me anymore. I had to break out my maternity jeans. We went to the OBGYN the other day and found out it's a boy. Isn't that great? So yeah, the family has no need for you or your kids. That's impossible. Your first kid died. I thought you would give up on having any more. And besides, you're old. Old women can't have babies. I'm not that old. But I feel like this baby was a gift from Lisa. Like she's trying to cheer up her mommy from up there in heaven. I also think that me telling your dad about this baby was what gave him the final push he needed to kick you out of the family. Once he knew his company was in safe hands, he had nothing left to prevent him from kicking you out onto the curb. No way. So it's for real? I'm really getting kicked out of the family? I'm afraid so. You and your husband are going to have to rely on each other from now on, because he's all you've got. I can't rely on him! Huh? That useless idiot is nothing but a pretty face. I only wanted to marry him because he's hot. He can't do anything right. What in the world? You're the one who chose him to be your husband. I thought it would be okay because my dad was paying for everything. How long are you planning on allowing yourself to be spoiled by your parents? You're 28 years old, Christie. You're an adult. You can take care of yourself. Molly, please tell my dad I'm sorry for me. I can't live without his money. Wow, there's a stunning admission. You don't want a relationship with your father, just his financial support. And no, I would never do anything to help you. After what you did to me, you deliberately tried to ruin the memorial service for my daughter. I will never forgive you for that. Please, just hear me out, okay? I'm sure we can come to an understanding. I don't want to spend any more time on a bad investment like you. A bad investment? Me? Your dad gave you everything you wanted, but did you ever show him a single shred of gratitude? No, you didn't. So I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Hey, Molly, I just got done dropping Mom and Dad off at home. I'll swing back by the church to pick you up, and then we can go home and finally relax.
Relax? I've forgotten what relaxing feels like. I've been working on this memorial for what feels like forever now.
And all that hard work paid off. That was a beautiful memorial. I know that it would have made Lisa happy.
I think so too. I'll miss her forever. But having this memorial service made me feel like I can finally start to move on with my life.
I'm glad to hear that. And I'm really sorry for all the trouble that happened the last few months. And by trouble, I'm referring to you-know-who. It's our fault for making her into what she is. You didn't deserve to have to deal with the consequences of that.
No, I don't think it's your fault at all. She's been an adult for 10 years now. She knows the difference between right and wrong and can make decisions for herself. It's entirely her fault for making nothing but bad ones.
Thanks for saying that, Molly. Well, now that we're rid of her and the memorial is finished, what do you want to do now?
Well, we can finally focus on work for a change.
True.
And we can start getting ready for the baby's birth. That's only a few months away now.
Wow, you're right. We got a lot of work to do. And once this baby is born, we're gonna give him enough love for both him and Lisa.
Nah, I don't like that idea.
Huh? Why not?
Because we're going to give him way more love than that. Not one person from our family went to Christie's wedding, leaving her utterly humiliated. Her troubles were only getting started, however. Since her husband refused to work and her father cut off his financial support, Christie had to take on multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet. However, while Christie was busy at work, her husband was busy as well. Or should I say, getting busy, with multiple other women in their apartment. Christie found out, mostly due to the fact that her husband was barely even trying to hide his infidelity in the first place. They had a big fight, which led to something that was inevitable from the beginning: divorce. Now, all alone, Christie lost the will to work to support herself and turned to alcohol to cope with how badly she had screwed up her own life. As for us, a few months later, after the memorial for Lisa, we welcomed our baby son into the world. He was born completely healthy, which was a huge relief for us. He's now an energetic toddler with only 2 speed settings: run and sleep. Raising a child is certainly difficult, but with Curtis by my side, I'm confident we can raise our son with all the love that he deserves and more. We'll never forget our precious time with Lisa, and I know she's smiling at us from up in heaven as she watches her family grow and prosper.